So hello everyone, we have Swapnil Pawar with us. He is actually my senior. He is a chemical engineer and he has cracked UPSC in a single go. And I wanted to know how he has done it or what is his point of view about life, about what life changes he had like before cracking the UPSC and after he has cracked the UPSC, like being on the other side of the table. How does it feel? And thank you so much, Swapnil, for being here. How are you?
Hi Aishwarya,
Kasa hai?
I'm doing good. What about you?
Good, good. So you cracked UPSC in a first go. So how's the feeling?
Yes. Uh, See, UPSC is something in our country. It is the only exam which changes your status in society within a day. Like you will feel that difference.
Right.
Just results come out within half an hour. You will feel the difference that people will start treating
Looking
you
at you
differently.
differently. Yes.
Yes, correctly.
Right.
So मी जेव्हा UPSC म्हणजे प्रिपरेशन स्टार्ट केलं तेव्हा कधी असा विचार नव्हता केला की असं कधी होतं. बट आय हॅव एक्सपिरियन्स दॅट की किती दूर दूरचे लोक येऊन तुम्हाला भेटतात, म्हणजे असे असे नातेवाईक जे तुम्ही कधीच आयुष्यात बघितलेले नसतात. हां, कॉल्स, दॅट्स politicians, everyone.
So I wanted to ask you why UPSC?
See, UPSC is in country like India, civil services has a different connotations. म्हणजे दुसऱ्या देशात म्हणजे जे वेस्टर्न कंट्रीज आहे मोस्टली यू सी US, युरोप, तिथे सिव्हिल सर्व्हिसेसचा एवढा क्रेज नाही आहे. म्हणजे खूप जास्त टॅलेंटेड पीपल सिव्हिल सर्व्हिसेसमध्ये जात नाही, कारण तिथे नॉर्मली रिसर्च अँड डेव्हलपमेंटमध्ये जातात. पण भारतामध्ये जास्त टॅलेंटेड लोक सिव्हिल सर्व्हिसेसकडे जायचं बघतात, कारण इथे म्हणजे सिव्हिल सर्व्हिसेस थ्रू यू कॅन हॅव अ लार्ज इम्पॅक्ट फॅक्टर, very large impact factor, which is not possible in private sector. Karan we are passing through that stage where our democracy is not developed, not mature that enough ki people should realize ki their right to service is their right, but they see it as their privilege. And that's why civil servants they also act in such a way that delivering the services is their privilege, but it's actually a huge responsibility. So the moment it will change to that notion, then civil services will not be that much desirable job. But currently civil services in India is very very impactful, means and
Right.
you can
It is in trend, you can say. It is in trend right now.
Right.
Yes.
And
looking
one
at
more
the
thing
COVID
is,
situation.
correct, and one more thing is civil services offers very high dynamism in job, right?
In like for example,
means you may be serving you may be serving home ministry, you may be serving railways, you may be serving cultural ministry at a different point of your life. Such a dynamism is not offered by the private job. Means if you are engineer, you will be more of engineering.
you'll be restricted, right? You'll be restricted
right.
to
Your
this
domain
industry.
will be very much restricted. But if you are in civil services, you can work in human rights, you can work in restricting the pandemic. There are n number of jobs that you can enjoy actually.
Right. So you talked about having large impact in society. So what was your idea? Why did you choose UPSC in term, like what large impact did you have in your mind while preparing for UPSC?
Okay, so while preparing for UPSC, the specific thing that was in my mind is that I wish to join the Indian Foreign Service particularly. So,
why so?
That was UPSC for me. So foreign service, first of all, I have a liking for foreign service. I think it is a very good job in terms of exposure you get. You will work, you will represent your country all across the world, maybe UN,
Right.
Other parts of country, you get to interact with so many peoples of that level. And most importantly, at some point of your career, you are you're getting the chance to shape the foreign policy of India, right? Now foreign policy, when we talk, it has a very large impact on overall nation. Means just to give an example, China was the country who was behind us in terms of economic and social development before 1971. And in 1973 the Chinese they streamlined their relationship with the US, and we say and we then see the economic development that has since occurred in China. So foreign policy is very strategic tool, and I want to be the part of that process.
Okay.
So I wish to be in that in that circle who can define the next 20 or 30 years for my country.
So basically you want to make it big. That is the goal. Right. Because I remember I was talking to you once and I asked you like what do you want to be in
Correct.
life or what do you want to do, and your response was की लाईफमध्ये फक्त जर मोठं बनायचं असेल तर देर आर ओनली टू ऑप्शन्स,
Right.
इदर यू हॅव मनी और यू हॅव पॉवर. And money, you said, based on your background you cannot go for that, so you are going for power, the second option. And that is what impressed me from that point of view. So I wanted to ask you, like in our generation we are more towards fame or money, right? We are striving for it. People are going crazy for money, or people are striving to be famous in this world. On the contrary, what is your point of view to have power? I mean, do you want to be famous or have money and that is why you need power, or you have some other perspective?
See, what I think about life is if you are here to do something for which you will be remembered.
Right.
There are 7 million people on this earth and if you die, people should remember you that
Right.
something you did, right? So that's what life for me, that I want to do something meaningful. However, it may be a small thing. I'm not talking about very large, grand. I'm not. I don't know what will happen in 30 years that I may be making a large, grand impact on India. Maybe a small impact, but I want to do that. Like don't want to die unrecognized, right?
Okay.
And that would be that should be a positive frame, not because nowadays the fame can be negative. People don't even care what type of fame they are getting. They just
Right.
want to be.
True.
So
Right.
you can make a TikTok video and you can be famous, but that's
Yeah.
a different type of fame.
Yeah, people do it according to their will, you can say.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
So another thing I remembered, so we were in the same college, by the way. So while we were in college, and I had arranged one interview, if you remember. There was an event where I
Right.
arranged mock interviews for students, and there were two judges, if I'm not wrong, and both of them told you at the end of the interview that you are ambitious, but तू जास्त विचार करतोस, म्हणजे तुला हेही करायचंय, तुला तेही करायचंय, तुला याच्यातही जायचंय, त्याच्यातही जायचंय. बिकॉज आय रिमेंबर यू टेलिंग देम दॅट यू वॉन्ट टू वर्क फॉर NGO. At that time you were teaching few of the students, if I'm not wrong. You were preparing for GATE placements, and you wanted to get into UPSC as well. So the judges told you that नाही, तू करतोय सगळं ठीक आहे, but लाईफमध्ये इतकं सगळं एकसाथ करणे इज नॉट पॉसिबल. So what was your response at that time?
No. See, you must have vision what you want to do, but it ऐसा नाही की कोई मतलब कोणी सांगितलं की तू नाही करू शकत म्हणून आपण शांत बसायचं. तर मग मी गेट पण क्रॅक केली आहे, माझं प्लेसमेंट पण झालं होतं, NGO साठी पण मी काम करतच होतो,
Right.
UPSC पण झालीच क्लिअर. तर सी म्हणजे यू कॅन डू, यू शुड नो अबाउट युअर ओन कॅपेबिलिटी रॅदर दॅन
Yes.
ट्रस्टिंग ऑन अदर्स, बिकॉज दे डोंट नो यू, राईट? ते इंटरव्ह्यू मध्ये अर्धा तास मी त्यांना कधी भेटलो नव्हतं आणि ते मला सांगताय की तू हे नाही करू शकत. हाऊ कॅन
Exactly.
you know yourself for the last 20 years, so you know yourself better.
So saying this after you have achieved it, it is easier at this point. पण तेव्हा जेव्हा तू त्या पॉइंटला नव्हतास अजून, तेव्हा डू यू थिंक की देर इज सम डिफरन्स इन योर माइंडसेट राईट नाव and compared to what your mindset was like 2 years back?
एक गोष्ट मी जे ऑब्झर्व केली ना, लोक खूप घाबरतात गोष्टींना. ते इवन UPSC ॲस्पिरंट खूप जास्त घाबरतात, अरे एक्झाम खूप अवघड आहे, खूप अवघड आहे. तुम्ही कोणत्या गोष्टीला घाबरायला लागले ना, मग ती गोष्ट जास्त अवघड होऊन जाते. तर बिट इग्नोरंट अबाउट वॉट यू आर डुईंग. मीन्स बरेच लोक गेटला घाबरतात, अरे गेटला काय होईल. ठीक आहे, इट्स ओके, यू हॅव टू ट्राय इट, राईट? म्हणजे आणि होऊन जाईल. एवढं काही गोष्ट अवघड नसते. एवढे हजारो लोक क्रॅक करतात म्हणजे यू कॅन ऑल्सो डू दॅट. इट्स नॉट अ रॉकेट सायन्स. इवन रॉकेट सायन्स पीपल डू इट, मीन्स यू कॅन ऑल्सो डू दॅट. इट्स अप टू यू, राईट? तर घाबरायला नाही पाहिजे. आणि दुसरी गोष्ट म्हणजे की रिसेंटली मी एक पुस्तक वाचलेलं दी मॅन इन सर्च ऑफ मिनिंग. त्याच्यात असं सांगितलं त्यांनी की डोंट मेक एव्हरीथिंग अ टार्गेट, की जर आपण एखादी गोष्ट खूप टार्गेट बनवली तर ते मिस व्हायचे जास्त चान्सेस असतात.
ओके.
तर मग आणि बेसिकली हिज पॉईंट इज की डोंट फिअर एनिथिंग, अदरवाईज यू विल मोर लाईकली टू मिस इट. आणि अर्धे लोक म्हणजे बरेचसे लोक घाबरतात गोष्टींना आणि त्याच्यामुळे ते करू शकत. आणि मग त्यांचा व्ह्यू पॉईंट असा होऊन जातो की यार नाही हे खूप अवघड आहे, मग आपण नाही करू शकत, मग त्याला मी सांगायला पाहिजे नको करू.
राईट.
तर
सो तू म्हटलास की हॅव्हिंग दॅट विजन इन युअर लाईफ इज व्हेरी इम्पॉर्टंट, राईट. पण आत्ता जर बघायला गेलं तर मोस्ट ऑफ द पीपल आर लाईक व्हेरी कन्फ्युज्ड अबाउट देअर विजन, देअर फ्युचर, इवन आफ्टर दे आर इन जॉब, like 2 years into the job or maybe 3 years into the job किंवा मग पोस्ट ग्रॅज्युएशन करतायत, स्टिल दे आर कन्फ्युज्ड की पुढे जाऊन त्यांना काय करायचं आहे. सो हाऊ डू यू वर्क आउट दॅट विजन इन युअर लाईफ?
See, that's what ki people don't know why, and that's why they can't figure out how. It is very important to figure out why you are doing something. Even a smallest of activity, there should be a reason that you are doing, right? So there are जर तुम्ही ते फिगर आउट केलं तर मग ती गोष्ट चांगली होते, कारण तुम्हाला माहिती आहे तुम्ही ते का करताय. आणि सो हाऊ टू फिगर इट आउट, तर फिगर इट आउट थोडा डिफिकल्ट असू शकतं. असं नाही की आपण बसलो, मी आज 1 तास बसलो आणि मी विचार केला की माझ्या लाईफचं विजन काय पाहिजे मला, तर दॅट विल बी डिफिकल्ट. म्हणजे 1 तासात असं फिगर आउट होत नाही. बट विजन इन द सेन्स की थिंक अबाउट वेन यू विल डाय, हाऊ यू वॉन्ट टू डाय. मीन्स डोंट थिंक अबाउट की तुम्ही ॲक्सिडेंटनी मराल वगैरे, ते तर सगळ्यांचंच आहे. बट नॅचरल लाईफ जर तुम्ही जगत असाल आणि जेव्हा तुम्ही आयुष्याच्या 60व्या वर्षी 70व्या वर्षी जेव्हा पण तुम्ही मराल, तेव्हा तुम्हाला कसं म्हणून मरायचं आहे. इथं यू वॉन्ट टू बी अ कॉमन मॅन, कॉमन इन द सेन्स की नॉर्मल हॅपी लाईफ, की माझी फॅमिली असावी, घर असावं, चांगला बंगला असावा, मी न्यूजपेपरमधून क्रिटिसाइज करावं लोकांना, किंवा मी यु नो की एक मॅट्रिमोनियल स्थळ चालू करावं, मी मुलींना सजेस्ट करू लग्न कर. नॉर्मल आवर पीपल डू इट. Either you want to be like that or how you want to be, right?
So how do you want to be? Like after 40 years from now, 30 years, 40 years from now?
I want to be satisfied that I have done great work or something good that affects the either whole earth or at least to India.
And what is that good how do you define that good?
The good can be my contribution in progress of India. India is itself 1.3 billion people,
right.
So it's a 1/6 of humanity, right? Even if we can do that, then it's a very very high level of impact. 1.6 billion people progressing, empowering, and that will also cause the spillover effect to other parts of the nations as well. So that I have in mind currently, but that can change. Means don't be rigid that what good you will progress, right? So your vision should be something that is defined yet undefined. Means it should not be very specific, because we are talking about 30 years, so you can't predict what will happen in 30 years.
Right.
And once your vision, suppose you decide that you want to be a millionaire in next 4 years. Okay, that is your vision. So you are dedicated to it. Once you become millionaire, you don't have anything. So you will be again lifeless, aimless.
Yes.
Right? So your vision should be defined yet undefined. That's what I think. Means वो कभी अचीव नहीं किया जा सकता. Yet you want to achieve it. It's a kind of ideal situation.
Like you have achieved one goal, then you have to keep running after the next goal, because that's how
define
your life will be
very
interesting.
large point, and you will find the paths going to it, right?
Right.
So that path may be different at different point of life.
Exactly. Yes. So how was this entire experience, like right from preparing for UPSC, giving the exam for the first time, and then getting to know that you have cracked the first exam, appearing for the second exam, cracking that also, going for the interviews? How was the entire procedure, or how did you feel?
तो प्रीलिम्स तो मुझे पता था कि मैं निकाल ही लूँगा. I don't know why there was this
gut feeling.
होता है ना कि हाँ gut feeling कि हो जाएगा यार. मेंस में माय ऑप्शनल्स वर नॉट वेरी प्रिपेयर्ड, सो बट पेपर अच्छा, मतलब मैंने ऑप्शनल का एक भी पेपर प्रैक्टिस नहीं किया था ड्यू टू टाइम एंड ऑल. तो उसमें ऑप्शनल्स और 500 मार्क्स, तो मैं सिर्फ डायरेक्ट गया था ऑप्शनल देने के लिए, लेकिन मेरा पेपर कंप्लीट हुआ था, तो आई वाज वेरी हैप्पी और मुझे पता था कि मैंने अच्छा लिखा है, तो तब वो फील आ गया था कि मेंस हो जाए क्लियर। एंड इंटरव्यू आई वाजंट वेरी अफ्रेड अबाउट, मतलब मुझे पता था कि मेरा इंटरव्यू अच्छा जाएगा, एंड दैट वेंट, मतलब आई हैव हाईएस्ट मार्क्स इन इंटरव्यू, वन ऑफ द हाईएस्ट, सेकंड हाईएस्ट.
Oh, okay. So, what kind of questions did you face during the interview? I would like to know.
In
interview.
So they asked me about 60 questions from different backgrounds. First of all, about me, my hobbies, right? Then about economy of India. Then there was a talk going on that there is a discrepancy in GDP series that recently come out. So they wanted me to trap in that numerical debate. So that was a kind of diplomatic question, because I cannot criticize the government. Okay, you are wrong, and they are saying it's okay, right?
Right.
So I wanted to avoid that. So I just blatantly told them that I don't remember the exact figures. But then they asked me about different questions of economics, like how we can create jobs and all. Then chemical engineering, what is the role of chemical engineering, nuclear power plants. Then they take me to Bhopal gas tragedy. One of the interviewer, he asked me what was the reaction. Do you remember the reaction that happened in the plant? So I don't. I tell them no, sir. I don't remember the exact reaction, but it was some related to methyl isocyanate. So it was okay.
It
Then,
reacted
they
with
asked
water, if I'm not wrong.
No, he asked me exact reaction. What
Okay.
had happened exactly?
Okay.
Right. So they don't know that chemical engineering involves very little chemistry, but okay.
Okay.
And then one of the member, he asked me about government response to Bhopal gas tragedy. Was it not up to the mark, right? So I could not tell them that entire government setup was wrong, because that is not correct picture.
Right.
But then we all know that there was some laxity on part of government as well. There was some
Yes.
politics. So I told them that I don't know exact information, but what I've heard and what I've read in newspaper, that there was some problems in laxity in government setup, and we should find it out more, and we should try to not to
Minimize
repeat
it.
So,
Right.
so they were quite happy with my interview, and even like my resume was quite okay, dynamic. So I had started this coaching startup in college. So
Right.
I was giving the yeah. So the chairman, she was very happy with that. And then she asked me, do you want us to ask more questions? So normally people don't say that you should ask me more questions, but I told them no, you haven't asked me more about foreign policy. So that was my
Okay.
stronghold basically. So she asked me again 5 to 10 questions about foreign policy, and I nailed it. So I think that played very well. But UPSC interview is like it is like if you go in that UPSC Bhavan, it is a very old building, and the interview room, they look like operation theaters. There is literally a bulb outside, and
Okay.
it glows red when interview is going on. So
When
that
someone's
feeling is
inside.
little bit different.
Right. Oh. Yeah. So coming back to chemical engineering, so
Okay.
yeah. So at any point, did you feel like you have wasted 4 years of your life doing engineering? Or
No.
even we say that chemical engineers are present everywhere. Chemical engineers are everywhere. So why not continue your career in chemical engineering, where you can also like have that impact?
See, I love engineering. Okay, so I never regretted my decision to go into engineering. I think engineering is something which offers you how you should do. You can do any work once you are engineer, and I never regretted my decision of being a chemical engineer. I very much loved chemical engineering. Second thing, yes, see, you can make a difference while delivering even a noblest like smallest of work. Even the sweeper who work on our streets, they are also contributing to nation as well as world by cleaning those streets. Okay, so there's no doubt about it, but it's all come to the impact factor associated with every job. So in chemical engineering, I've worked in projects, I've worked in production engineering. I also have some experience of designing, but then I realized that here, of course, I can design plants and all. I'm good at it, but there is nothing beyond that. Okay, and I really believe that my potential is better than this, that I can do better than this, so why not to try it. So you should always take up the job that suits your capability, right? So it is very important to judge your own capabilities rather than just saying that how much money you are getting or what kind of work. So your
So-
capability is much more than you are wasting your potential, basically. Right?
Right. So when you were talking about capability, I figured out one thing. Maybe it is because people want to play it safe. They don't want to risk anything, because you see, 21 to maybe 25, 26. This is the time period where everybody is trying to get settled into their life, and they don't want to risk anything. So maybe that can be one of the factor why they don't want to like use their full potential, or maybe they don't want to try new things out.
See, that's what people fear. Many have the insecurity of many people who prepare for UPSC. Even I ask them, okay, you are good engineer, why you are not going for jobs? And so the first question is, the private sector there is an insecurity of job. They can remove me at any time. I will not find any new job. It's not true. Even in the private sector, there are so many opportunities.
True,
if you are
true.
competent enough, if you are skilled enough, and no one removes you like that. Apart from this pandemic is an exception, that will not happen with you. But normally, your boss will not come and just simply remove you. Okay, you are out of job today, right? So that normally doesn't happen. But
Right.
people have the insecurity, okay, and that's the issue actually. People are not confident enough that they can take up new responsibilities, that they can go beyond themselves. And our education system is also such that it is not capable enough to improve the confidence of people, and that's what major challenge we are facing in our education system. So
Right.
we at least need one friend or someone who can motivate
Support
us or
us.
something.
Right.
Yes, correct.
Right. So after like cracking UPSC in a single go, so do you feel right now that you are successful? You have achieved what you wanted to achieve in your life?
No, see, I wanted to achieve the foreign service, so I didn't get that in that.
So you're
time.
giving UPSC
So,
again,
of
if
course-
I'm not wrong.
Yeah, I need to give it. That achievement part, actually, I was not very happy with my result actually when the result come out. But my sister, she was very happy, so then I got happy. But the point is, so again, achievements and successes that very dynamic in nature. Means I've experienced that too. So many times we force ourselves that okay, you didn't got that success, you didn't. So it will happen. Don't give that much. What I can say, don't give that much importance to achievements, rather than giving importance to absolute excellence will directly convert your efforts to achievements. That's what I believe actually.
Okay.
So like we have a race in India for everything, MBA, college, engineering, everything that you
Yes.
call for.
Yes.
So go for absolute improvements rather than seeing the how many people are there in the race.
So I have one very important question for you. What is success according to you?
I think see, when I wake up every day, there is something in my mind that what I'm doing today, that what I'm learning today more, so there are days when I feel that I haven't done anything productive, I haven't learned even a single thing new, and then I don't feel that day as a successful. So for success, as for me, is a constant improvement in whatever capacities, like a relation with the people, even a smallest of thing can teach you anything. So and you are gaining that and you are improving yourself. For me, that is
Right.
my success.
Right. So being in a learning zone always, that is your goal, or that is what you do.
See, people have very different connotation of learning. Learning is not something that you will, read for you are reading the thick books, or learning can be very excitement. Learning can be joyful. Like there is a tendency amongst the people who term anyone as a nerd or something. So that has become kind of derogatory word, I'll say. But it is not that. Learning is a joyful experience. And even people जे तुमच्या सोबत आहे ते पण ते फील करतात, त्यांना आवडतं मग तुमची कंपनी. That's what I have experienced. Right.
So आता तू UPSC क्रॅक केल्यानंतर आणि आधी या 2 फेजेसमध्ये तुला कुठे कुठे काय काय चेंजेस दिसले? Did you feel any difference before and after cracking UPSC?
Yes, see, after cracking UPSC, I'm very much more confident. म्हणजे आता जरी मला तुम्ही स्टेजवर बोलवलं तर मी 5 मिनिटाचं भाषण सहज देऊ शकतो. पहिले ते नाही व्हायचं, कारण पहिले आपल्याला हे असतं, कारण आता लोक ऑलरेडी तुम्हाला ओळखतात आणि एक्सपेक्ट करतात की तुम्ही ते भाषण द्या. इट्स काइंड ऑफ वर्क दॅट यू मस्ट डिलिव्हर, आणि मग तुम्ही ते करतात आपोआप. राईट. दॅट आणि वन ऑफ द गोल होता UPSC क्लिअर केल्यानंतर एक दुसरं पण एक असतं की the type of people you meet, they are all kind of similar level, having similar aspirations, intellectual capacity and all. So your circle gets different, and that is important, means on your personal growth, because आपला कसं सर्कल असतो त्याच्यावर आपली ग्रोथ डिपेंड. दॅट इज व्हेरी गुड थिंग. राईट.
एक्सटर्नल फॅक्टर्स कॉन्फिडन्सवरती अफेक्ट करतात. सो जसं आता तू म्हटलंस की आफ्टर क्रॅकिंग UPSC you are more confident right now. तर what do you think, how much the external factors should affect your confidence or your internal traits, or how do they affect?
See, no matter what we say, your achievements, your failure will affect you. Okay. Right. It is easy to say that don't get affected by failures, but it's not so easy to implement in the practice. Okay.
We are human beings, right?
Correct. Your achievements will impact on your confidence level, but how much that impact will be, that is up to us. Right.
Okay.
That is up to us, means
okay. So
and for that
how can you manage that? Because even if someone is passing some negative comment about you and you know that you haven't achieved something, you know that internally, even if the other person doesn't know about that, but you have that thought in your mind, and someone is passing some negative comment about you, it will affect you.
See, there are 2 ways to take a criticism. Either you take positively, either you take negatively. Right. जर तुम्हाला असं बोलली की यार तुझ्याकडनं काही होणार नाही आणि मी शांतच बसलो, आणि देअर आर सेकंड काइंड ऑफ पीपल हू सेड तू कोण आहे मला बोलणारी, I'll see, I'll improve myself.
Right.
So you need to be that second type, and you can with the consciousness. That's why we need to develop some consciousness about ourselves. Right.
Okay. Right.
And anything is it is not one day, like for anything you need patience and constant practice, otherwise it won't be possible. मतलब आता तू मला क्रिटिसाइज केलं आणि मी लगेच बोललो नाही उद्याच्या उद्या मी तुला कॅट क्रॅक करून दाखवतो, तसं नाही होणार. आणि the thing is, don't do it for any other person, do it for yourself. That is best medicine.
Right. So you should be conscious about
if you are achieving
your
something,
own life.
you are achieving for yourself. Okay, you are not doing it for your parents. Nothing. That's just bullshit. You are doing it for yourself. You had that.
True.
Yeah. And second thing to start improving is to not to give reasons. That it is important to figure out why you fail. I'll not say fail, but why, what were your shortcomings for something. But to give a reasons, no, ये तो ऐसा हुआ था, त्याने मला हेच केलं, मी टाइमवरच नाही पोहोचलो, हेच नाही झालं, तेच नाही झालं.
Being honest with yourself is very important.
Giving reasons will not take you anything. So first thing to improve is not to give reasons. Accept your failures, na, that is also important.
Yes.
Why to give reasons. आणि दुसरी गोष्ट म्हणजे मी सगळ्यांना सांगतो की भक्त बनू नका. किती मोठा माणूस असला तो ही इज अ पर्सन, he will have his own positive negatives. So rather than saying only positive, saying only negative, be in a gray zone and don't follow anyone ideally. Okay, don't follow anyone, listen to them, think on them, and then if you think that okay, is something is worthwhile, then just accept.
Yes.
Don't become bhakts.
So my last question for you would be, like so many people are preparing for UPSC. What do you want to tell those people? What is your advice or suggestion for them?
My advice would be just don't get into the cycle. It's a UPSC is very dangerous cycle. Okay, it is strange that I am saying that because I have just cracked UPSC, but UPSC is very strange and dangerous cycle. Once you are in that cycle, it's very difficult to get it out.
Right.
And so be very practical that when you want to enter into this cycle and when you want to get it out.
Okay.
And when what you will do when you will get out. If you are selected, it's very good. If you are not, then it's also very good. But then you should know what you are going to do. And many I'll advise them to at least develop a parallel skill set that will be helpful. Okay.
As in, like, what parallel? Because once you have started preparing for UPSC, there's no looking back, or you cannot even look sideways. You have to keep. You have to be on a single track.
I see a myth that UPSC aspirant need to study 10 hours, 12 hours a day. It's a myth. Okay.
Okay.
Like and so I cannot study for 10 to 12 hours a day. It's even toppers, they do not study for 10 to 12 hours a day. So if you do the maths, you will able to do the engineering 4 times. So this much efforts are not needed. Efforts are needed, but on sustainable basis. Even if you do it for 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours a day, and in meantime you can develop at least parallel skill set. And the second thing is UPSC preparation. You will be much more intelligent. I'll not say intelligent, but conscious
about the world
citizen, even if not the officer. Right. Because you have the understanding of how world function, okay, how India function as well as how words function, and that is very positive side. So don't consider yourself that you have wasted years in UPSC preparation. No, you are much more intelligent person, and with some backing of some other skill set like data science, anything in engineering skill set, you can do very well in other careers. So even on LinkedIn, many people will find that many companies have this. I don't remember his name, but Srivastava or something. He has started the initiative where UPSC people, UPSC aspirants, they are demanded by the companies. Okay. Because they have the adequate knowledge of almost every subject, maybe the history, geography, anything.
Okay.
You can ask for.
So I said one last question, but I again have one last question. If not UPSC, then what?
My plan was to take admission in School of Diplomacy in Geneva. So I had checked it out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that was the second way for me.
So you had your options open and you were thinking practically.
Of course, you need to have your options open. See, that's what the beauty is. Once you define your vision, it doesn't matter what path you take, right?
Right.
It is not a single path.
Okay. So what is your plan from now on?
So I'm currently enjoying the training. Yes, in railways. So railway is very beautiful organization. It's very,
is it? Okay.
Yeah, it's very large, complex thing. So you don't get that complexity sitting that side.
Okay. So and next year you will be appearing for UPSC again.
Yeah.
Cool. All the best for that.
Thank you.
And is there anything you want to say or you want to add? Yes.
Just I'll say you should know why, and then you will figure out how. Important thing is
okay.
Why.
So the reason is important.
Yes.
Yes.
Reason. We say we are scientifically oriented people, and then we ourselves don't know the reason why we're doing. So science is about finding the reason, right? So,
right. Okay.
Implement the science in real life. So.
Thank you very much for agreeing to do this, like coming here and supporting me on my first podcast or interview or whatever it is. Like I'm not very sure.
And thank you, and all the best to you too for starting this initiative. And I wish that you should get millions or more followers soon.
I hope so. Not very sure, but yeah, I hope so. But thank you very much, and all the best for your future. All the best for next year that you're appearing for UPSC, and have a nice day.